Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Creative Thursday. I'm Jana Edwards. I'm with Stamped in Ink. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I'm so glad that you're here joining me today. I'm going to grab one thing real quick. I am still kind of putting things together today. But I have a lot of things to share with you. So, there goes my alarm went off. All right. So, I have quite a few things to share with you today. We had a new rewards. Hopefully, if you are on my newsletter list, you received all the news this week. Stampin' Up! Released a new rewards program. So if you are a customer, if you're one of my customers, you already have an online account, you just need to go into your account settings and opt in to earn Stampin' Rewards. So now you're going to earn 10% in rewards on every purchase over $20. So every time that you purchase $20, you'll get 10% back. So that's $2 on $20, and then as your increments go up, you earn 10%. You can bank those rewards for an entire year. If you don't already have an account, you can go to my online store, click the sign in button in the top right hand corner, go down to click create an account, and just create your account, and be sure that when you're prompted that you say yes, that you want to opt into those Stampin' Rewards so that you can start earning your own rewards. The old host code is going away. The hostess rewards are going away. So now that everyone who shops with Stampin' Up! Earns rewards, which is really cool. I'm excited about that. So we have Stampin' Rewards. I had to make myself a list so I would remember to tell you guys everything. So if you catch me looking over to the side, it's because I'm trying to remember to tell you everything. All right. So reward system. Don't forget that the current catalog, which is, let me grab it real quick. Oh, do you see? I'm wearing my Stampin' Up! Apron today. I found my apron, my old apron from when I was in Stampin' Up! Like back in 2000 and I don't know. I probably got this apron in 2006. They still have them, but I found it, and I love aprons, so I'm gonna wear it to save my clothes. This will be part of my uniform. Okay, so the current catalog that we're in right now is retiring, and it looks like this. Okay, so if you have this catalog, here we go. If you have this catalog will be retiring. There's a lot of items in this catalog that have changed over to last chance items. So just make sure when you go shop the online store that you do check that last chance section and look for the things that are retiring. I went through and just checked off a lot of things in my catalog that were on the last chance list, but there are a lot of things that are retiring. There are some things in the mini catalog that are carrying over. So just be sure to go in. They're also, when they switch them over to the last chance list, they discount it. So a lot of them are discounted. I haven't updated my form yet, but if you want the current catalog, you can go to my blog, and there's a button in the sidebar that you can click that says request a catalog. It's going to give you, I think the picture will be for this catalog. If you do, I'm going to go update it. I totally forgot to do that this morning. I will update the photo. But if you happen to come across this one, request this catalog, but I will send you the new one, which is coming out. It will be this one, and it is coming out in May 6th. You'll be able to order the products from this catalog, okay? So, retiring May the 5th. New products available May the 6th, okay? If you would like a copy of this catalog again, of the up-and-coming catalog, request a catalog from my form and I will get one sent in the mail to you. Okay. If you are a customer and you've shopped with me in the last 6 months, you should have a catalog coming your way pretty soon. All right. I am going to, so we did catalogs, last chance list. Okay. In colors, I am offering my very first in color club and I am so excited. I'm excited about it. So if you would like to participate, the In Color Club will run for 5 months. It'll start in May. Registration will be open this afternoon. I will send an email out to my email subscribers telling them all about that. I will also have a blog post that goes live at 5 o'clock this afternoon. So if you'd like to register for my In Color Club, you can sign up for my email newsletter list to get all that information straight to your inbox, or go check my blog later this afternoon for for all the details. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera down and I'm going to show you some of the things that you'll receive in your box every month. Okay, hold on just 1 second. Yeah, we're here already, right? We're here. Okay, so each month we have 5 new colors. Stampin' Up! Is having an issue with the color called Cloud Cover, I believe. It's Cloud Cover. But we have these 5 new colors. We have Strawberry Slush, which is a returning color, actually. We have Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover. I don't have the ink pad yet, but it's the color of the dots and the paper, all right? And then this one is called Secret Sea. It's almost, so this stamp here is in Night of Navy, and then this is the color. So it's just a little bit darker. It's just a shade, a little bit darker than Night of Navy. It's kind of somewhere between black and Night of Navy. So Secret Sea, Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Timid Tiger, and Strawberry Slush. So each month you will get, if you register for the In Color Club, you'll get an ink pad, which these are the ink pads for the colors. Cloud Cover, like I said, they're having issues with how the ink is drying. It's not drying completely, it's not drying to the right hue. So they've taken the ink off of, they've taken it out of circulation. We can't purchase it yet, but they are working on the color issue so that we can, purchase that pretty soon. So I'll have an email that goes out. It'll look something like this. This will be on my blog, and there will be a registration link for you. But the details are, you will get cardstock, designer series paper. You'll get an ink pad. You'll get an ink refill, one Stampin' Right marker. Each month we'll do a different color. So say May, we'll do Strawberry Slush, for example. So you'll get Strawberry Slush paper, Strawberry Slush ink refill, marker, Stampin' Blends, 2/4 sheets of the two-tone cardstock, and embellishments. And I'm also going to give you a color coach sheet. I don't have the ones for the particular colors yet, but I'll show you. Petunia Pop is one of our colors. So this is the color coach for Petunia Pop. So you'll get the color coach for that color of the month also. You'll get the color coach. You'll receive a kit to make 4 cards. So it's more like a project kit also. You'll get everything that you need. It is $65 plus $9 for priority shipping. So that's what, $74 total that will be billed to you. It'll be a recurring bill for 5 months. So it'll be May through September. If you sign up April the 23rd, you'll be charged May the 23rd, June the 23rd. So on the 23rd of every month. So whichever day that you sign up is the day that you'll be billed for the club for a duration of 5 months. Does that make sense? Okay. If you have any questions, please shoot me a comment. Let me know. let me know, your questions. You can always email me. And these are the papers too that are the new papers. I love the colors. Love the colors. All right, so this is what we have so far. All right. Also, I wanted to ask, I had a few new people subscribe to my YouTube channel this week, and I know Becky C signed up. She subscribed today, and I believe I had Lisa subscribed a few days ago, and there were two others that I didn't see. I know that I keep track of my count, but I haven't seen an email come through from YouTube. They let me know who subscribes. So thank you guys so much for subscribing. And if you're here watching, if you watch the replays or you tune in, please subscribe, share my channel if you like the content. My goal is to have 100 subscribers by the end of May. So if you guys can help me out with that, I would really, really appreciate it. Okay? All right, let me set this aside. And I went, my husband and I went last night, and we had dinner. And there's a lady she started following me. She started watching my videos, and we talked back and forth, and her and her husband they're staying close to us. So we went and met them for dinner last night, and I wanted to share. She made a card with I think it's called the Storybook suite of products. But she made me a card and brought it last night. We had such a good time visiting with them. I just wanted to share the card that she made. Isn't that so pretty? It's so cute. I told her last night, now I'm going to have to buy this suite of products. The paper is always out. Every time I go to order, the paper is always out. But look how gorgeous it is. It's just that this is the plaid DSP paper. And then she used the suite for the story. I think it's storybook something. Hey, Rondi, I'm talking about you. But it's such a beautiful card. I absolutely love it. I was so excited. All right, I'm going to put this away so I don't lose it. I want to put it back in the envelope so I don't get it dirty. I'm going to have to put it in a frame. So cute. I love it. All right, so today we are going to be, let me grab my projects, which are right back here. We're going to be continuing our Charming Duck Pond. Let me come up real quick. I'm gonna zoom into my desktop just a little bit. Okay. I'm afraid I'm gonna. Okie dokie. So today we are continuing with our Charming Duck Pond cards projects. I created a PDF. And I will send this PDF. It has measurements and supplies, and then it'll have a link to the video replay, a little QR code that you can scan. This will go out to my email subscribers. If you check my blog, the post for these projects should already be up on my blog, and there are measurements, and I think there's a link. There should be a link that leads you to the supplies that we're using. That's the word I'm looking for. All right. I cased this card I cased this card. I changed it just the teeny tiniest bit, but I cased this card from Erica Serwin. I loved the colors and how she put it together. So this is cased from her. And these cards this is a fun fold. We're going to create this cute little fun fold today. And then we'll create this card also. And then this is the card that we created during Monday's Coffee and a Card. So if you want the kit for these cards, just place a $50 order in my online store, and I will send you, the kit will look like this. You'll have each envelope will have everything that you need in it to create the cards, except for any die cuts that come with the bundle or any stamped images. Stampin' Up! Will not allow us to send pre-stamped images. And right now, this bundle is currently on the last chance list. So the bundle, if you buy it together, is $46.75. But if you buy the stamp set and the dies separately, they're discounted. The stamp set's $16 and the dies are $28.80. So I think that's even more of a discount than purchasing the bundle, since they're on the last chance list. All right, let's start off with, we're going to start off with this cute little card right here. I'm going to set these aside and let me find it. I have it cut out here somewhere. There we go. I've pre-cut and pre-colored a lot of quite a few of the elements for our projects today. So hopefully we won't be here all afternoon because, you know, I know y'all have things you have to do. Okay, so I have a card base that is 4 4.25 by 11, and it is scored at 5.5. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at remembering my measurements. Okay, so it's 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5, and folded at 5.5. Then I have a piece of, I'm going to put this, can you see that there? Let me turn this off and get it out of the way because I'll bump it and then I'll lose my live stream for sure. I do it all the time. All right, I'll put that there. Move this here. Okay, so I have a piece of Pretty Peacock cardstock. And like I said, if you want the measurements, they're all already up over on my blog. I checked, they should be up. If I will email the little PDF that I created to my email subscribers as soon as we're done today. I'm going to plan on attaching that to the email with all the information about the In Color Club as well. All right, so I'm just putting some snail on this piece of cardstock. Okay, and I'm going to layer that right in the center, just like this. All right, then I have another piece. I have a piece of the Lily Pond Lane cardstock designer series paper that I'm going to glue down. I love cardstock layers. I like lots of layers. Make sure I messed up already. See, I'm not even following my own directions. Hold, please. Ah! Okay, I'm going to see if I can do this real quick. Hold on. See, real life here, real life struggles. All right, I need some ribbon. I forgot to put ribbon, so I'm just gonna cut me a piece of ribbon. I forgot. So you want to create your panel first. Don't do what I did, right? Don't try this at home. Don't do what I did. So create your 2 panels first. You're gonna put your DSP down on the Pretty Peacock cardstock, wrap the ribbon around, tie your bow, then adhere it to your card front. All right, so I'm going to see if I can correct this real quick. Make sure that that is here so I can tie my bow. All right, now I'm going to put my designer series paper down on my panel. All right. And I might not be able to tie a bow. I might not have left myself enough. We're going to do our best. My husband would say, do better than your best. I think we saw that in a movie somewhere, and that's become the tagline when we say, I'm going to do my best, do better than your best. That way you know you're giving 110%. Okay. Tweezers. Because it has to pull that way. Look, perfect. All right. Now I am going to add a glue dot underneath this ribbon because I just like for it to hold hold down to be stuck down to the cardstock. So I'm going to add a glue dot just right underneath that piece of ribbon. Maybe I can get it to stay still. Then I'm going to turn my ribbon and just hold it in place, just like that. All right. How is everybody doing today? Everybody doing all right? I've got 2 stylish shaped circles. I cut a stylish shaped circle from the designer series paper, and then I cut just a thick white cardstock. I also cut 2 of the cattails, and you can see how I cut the cattails out if you go back and you watch Monday's video. I did all of that, but I cut the cattails out and I ran it through my Xyron sticker maker just to put adhesive on the back. You could use Stampin' Up's adhesive sheets too. But this was already, my sticker maker was already sitting on my desk, so I just ran it through there. Okay, let's see. Let's grab our sentiment and go ahead and get our sentiment stamped. And I think that's all the stamping I have for this card is the sentiment. And it says, have a lovely day. And I think I put that back in the stamp set. I did. I put it back in the set. Okay. So I'm going to grab a block. And I have these lines here on my desk. And I line my stamp up on my desk. But you could use your grid paper. I'm going to grab my pretty peacock ink. Clean some of this stuff up real quick. I'm going to grab my pretty peacock ink pad. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. And you want to stamp it over to the side just a little bit to the right because we're going to put our cattails and some of the lilies there. So I'm just going to go over to the right. Oh, I need to clean my blocks. They're dirty. I can hardly see. All right. Always remember to close up your ink pads when you're done using them because I stick my fingers in them. I don't know about you guys, but I will stick my fingers in them. No, you can count on it. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid adhesive to the back of this circle. Okay. Then I'm going to slide it behind our ribbon here. Glue dot after you get your circle down, Jana. Okay. We're going to slide that there. Then I am going to add some dimensionals to our circle. Pull those backings off. And then I'm going to layer this right here. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my little cattails and I'm going to add them right here on our card front. Okay. Then I'm going to, I have already taken and die cut, throw this back in here. I die cut some of the little lily flowers, and on Monday I showed you how to take a blending brush and a not Stampin' marker, a Stampin' blend, and create the pink. So you basically get your ink on your blending brush here, and then you just add it to your cardstock like this, and you flick some spots onto your cardstock and then cut out your lily flowers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add some glue to the back of these and place these on our card. You could also do this. Oh, this is not cooperating today. I left it open again. All right, I'm gonna tuck one right in here. Oops. Just so the top shows, I'm gonna tuck it right there. And grab another one with my scissors. Add some glue. And we're gonna tuck it right there. Then I'm gonna add some more glue to one more. I'm just gonna do 3. The original card had 4, but I think I'm only gonna do 3. And I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, so I have one left over. And any extra pieces that I have left over, I will put them in a little bag like this and just put them in with the stamp set and dies. And so that way when I go to create with this again, I already have these pieces there. So I'm going to set these aside for now. Okay. We are going to add a few of these are the 2024-2026 shimmer gems. So we're going to add some of these to the front. And I have my Take Your Pick tool right here. I'm going to put a large one. Let's do right about there. And then another one right here. One here. And one right there. All right. I'm going to finish off the inside of the card. I have a strip of DSP. When you cut your 6x6 DSP sheet down, you'll have a piece left over, and so don't, we're going to use that piece right inside the card. Just to make it look finished. Doing it a little bit differently, I'm going to put the DSP down first. Oh, there's something else I wanted to show you. She decorated, when I got the card from Rondi, she put the designer series paper on the outside of the envelope. It looks so cute, so cute, so cute. It's just those little details. Okay, so I am going to add some glue to this little piece of just basic white cardstock. And just layer that right on the inside, just like so. All right, and there's our first card. First project, done. That's right there. Now we're gonna, this one's my favorite. I love this card. So cute. All right. Sticky everywhere. Sticky, sticky. So we are going to work on this one. So in your kit for this card, you will have all of these elements. You'll have your designer series paper, and since this is already since this circle is part of the stylish shapes circles and it is not part of the bundle, I will cut those circles out for you. So you will have those circles. All right. So this is everything that will be in your kit. Now you'll get the banner, but the die cuts for the cattails and the flowers, you'll do those on your own. All right. So we have a piece of thick white cardstock for our card base. We're going to fold that in half and burnish it. Then I have a piece of pretty in pink cardstock. I'm going to add some adhesive to this. Oh, also another thing, something else I wanted to remind everyone of. Paper prices are increasing. They are going to do a price increase on cardstock. So if you love Stampin' Up! Cardstock like I love Stampin' Up! Cardstock, it's going to increase in price. It's going from I think it's $11.50 now for a pack of 20 sheets. It's going up to $14 on May the 6th. So if you love Stampin' Up! Cardstock and you want to stock up, do it now. It's a good time. Plus, if you place your order, you earn Stampin' rewards. So it's a win-win. You get your cardstock before the prices increase, and you earn Stampin' rewards too. And I think someone said that there is going to be a new starter kit special, like a really good starter kit special in May. So if you have ever thought about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or just wanting to order your kit, I would love for you to join my team and be a part of my Stampin' Up! Be a part of my Stampin' Up! Team. We'll see what the new kit is what the kit special is all about in May. I'm excited for that too. All right, so now we're going to take another piece of the designer series paper and just adhere it. I'm going to line it up with this line right here in this gingham paper. This is the Lily Pond Lane designer series paper, is also on sale right now. It's a 6x6 pack, and I think you get 40 sheets of cardstock for $10. So a good deal too. It's on the last chance list as well, and it is discounted. All right, so we're going to line that up right about here. Okay. I am going to take my peach pie banner, and this little banner was cut out with the Nested Essentials die, so you will get this too. I'm going to glue these together. Set this aside. I'm going to glue the two sides together. Either side, you could do one side or the other, whichever one you prefer. But I am going with the little lily pads because I think they are adorable. I love them. I'm going to glue this down, make sure that my little flower on my lily pad is turned the right way. I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab some dimensionals. I'm going to put them on the back of our little banner. Oh, that was the itchy nose. I'm going to layer it right about there. Then I'm going to grab some more dimensionals and add them to the back of our circle here. And I'm going to put the circle right here. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I didn't cut out my cattails, but I do have some from the other day. So I stamped the cattails in Granny Apple Green, and then we stamped the buds. I don't know, what do you call the tips of the cattails? I have no idea. Anyway, so I stamped those, and then I have two get those out. I cut out two Granny Apple Green cattails and one pretty peacock cattail. All right, I'm going to add, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to add these to the back of this piece, to the back of the stamped and die cut cattails, okay? Add that there. I'm going to add the other one on the other side. And when you do this, make sure that you have your, so when you cut them out, you have a finished side and an unfinished side. I'm putting my glue on the finished side so that when I stick it to the back, I know that side is what is going to show to the front of the card. Does that make sense? See? So it will show just like that. All right, so now I'm going to do the pretty peacock cattails. And I'm going to put those right in the center here so that way it sticks up a little more from the other ones. Now I'm going to add Stampin' Dimensionals. Onto the back. And I'm going to add that right about here on our card. And do I have another little duck? I do. I colored and cut out this duck that we're going to glue onto our card front right here. And I think I used dimensionals. I did. So I'm going to grab some little mini Stampin' dimensionals and add those to our little duck. We're going to do head, 2 on his body, and 1 right at the feet. Okay. Whoops. Well, butterfingers. We're going to add him right about here. Super cute. All right, now I'm going to grab the little die cut banner. I cut that out using the Stylish Shapes dies, the largest of the shorter banners. And you will get the banner in your kit too. All right, so what do we have there? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mount this. You could, like I said, if you have grid paper, use your grid paper. I just use the line on my desk because I know it's straight. Ink pad. Pretty Peacock ink pad again. All right. For the duck, I'll tell you how I colored him. I used Granny Apple Green on the little duck's head, and then I blended in some peach pie here for his body and his feet, a little bit on his wing, some pretty and pink on his wing, and his tail. I used, I think it's boho blue, or no, balmy blue, and Granny Apple Green on his tail. I'm going to stick another dimensional right in the back here because I don't like how he's popping up right there. Oops. Let's see if I can get one back there without getting everything stuck to the paper. Let's see if I can do this. Tricky. I want it right there. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to ink up my stamp, Hello Friends, in Pretty Peacock, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment just right in the center of that banner, just like that. Okay. I'm going to set this aside and let the ink soak into the cardstock really well, and I'm going to go ahead and finish off the inside of my card, which is going to be, it's going to look like this. We're going to add some adhesive to the back of our inside panel. Glue that down. We're going to take our little DSP piece, and remember, these little scrap pieces, like these little pieces like that, they're scraps that came off of the edge when I was trimming down the 6x6 designer series paper. So it's a great way to use up your scraps just to give a little bit of embellishment to the inside of your card, the outside of your envelope. It's a great way to use all of those pieces of cardstock and designer series paper. All right, now that I have this, I am going to add some dimensionals. I'm only going to add dimensionals to the edge here, to the outside edge, because my other side is going to, well, I guess I just need one. I want it to be flush with the circles. Is that how I did that, or did I use two? No, I did use 2-dimensionals. Okay, well, I'm gonna use 2-dimensionals then. All right. We'll stack our sentiment right there. Then I'm going to grab my Pretty in Pink. Hey, Shauna, how are you, hun? Grab my Pretty in Pink ribbon and tie a bow. Snip it off right here. Pull that just a little, just a hair. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're good. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you're here watching. I'm adding a glue dot to the back of this, and we're going to add our bow right here at the end, right there. Shauna, we should do a facial and card night or something where we get together and everybody gets to have a facial and we make cards. Facials, cards, and wine or something. That would be fun. Okay. So we're going to add some embellishments to the front, and I'm going to use peach pie to tie in the peach pie color from our banner. I'm going to add one here, and they give you 3 sizes. There's like a small, medium, and large, so I'm adding one of each 3. And there's our next card. There we go. Yes, it would be fun. We'll have to do, yes, let's do that. Let's make a point. We'll get together and talk about that. It would be fun. Okay, so this is the second card. And now we're going to move on to this really sweet, I'm going to have to lay that up there, to this really sweet fun fold. Okay, just so cute. All right, and I don't think I've cut everything for this one yet because I wanted everyone to see how we cut the card. All right. Okay, so here's all the pieces, and if I remember correctly, let me see. Hold on, let me grab my PDF real quick, and I will tell you. I cut this, so I need to cut 1.5 inches off of the edge. Okay. So I'm gonna cut, I have my cardstock here, and it's 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 5 1/2, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna cut this side down to 4 1/2, which is basically you're cutting 1.5 inches off of one end of your cardstock, and that shorter side is going to be your card front. Does that make sense? So I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off of this side. Let me measure this just to make sure it's 1.5 inches. Yes, 1.5 inches off of one edge of your card base. Okay. So I'm going to measure this down to 1.5 inches. Uh-oh. And we're going to cut that. Okay. So then you'll have, your card base will look like this. You'll have a shorter side, and this side will be the top of your card. Then I'm going to take this 1.5 inch piece, and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. I believe That is what I did. Hold on, let me measure just to make sure. Yes, because it's currently 4 inches and you want to score. Yes, so we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. So you're going to make a score line at a 1/2 inch on one side. Oh, I can't do it that way because my score is, so we're going to do 1/2 inch. Right? Yes. And then you'll fold this over, and when we put it down, we're going to glue this down, and then our designer series paper will cover this, and that becomes your flap. Okay? Makes sense? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll do the inside. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to use multi-purpose adhesive for this also because it is just a little stronger hold. Let me move this out of my way so I don't get it. I'm going to line it up in the middle of my cardstock the best, in the middle of my card base the best that I can. And also, if you use the liquid adhesive, if you don't have it right in the middle of your card base, you have a little bit of wiggle time because it's still wet. Okay, now I've got a piece of designer series paper that we are going to put down on the inside, covering that flap just like this. Uh-oh, whoopsie. Okay. I also asked earlier, I don't know who was here, but I am trying to reach 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. What is that? Oh, it's the paper laying. Okay, you guys can't see that anyway. That's just in my view. Okay, I am trying. I've set a goal by the end of May. I would like to reach 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, could you please go over and you can go to YouTube and search at Stampin Inc. And it should pull up my YouTube channel and just click the subscribe button. You can click the notify button and it will also notify you anytime that I go live or post a video or reel or anything like that. It'll let you know. That would really help me to reach my subscriber list. I had a couple of people subscribe today, so shout out to you guys who've already subscribed. I really appreciate your support. But if you haven't already, please go subscribe. It would it'd mean a lot to me to have you subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this down. So there's a piece that goes here, but I think that piece is 3 3/4. This card is a little more, yes, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. So I'm going to cut this down because I don't think it's small enough. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to glue this down right in the center there. I keep getting, is anybody else getting these text messages from like the Texas legislature and stuff? I've asked them 1,000 times to remind me, and I think I've gotten 4 text messages today from them. How do they get our phone numbers? I don't know. Okay, so now we have another piece of designer series paper that's going to go on this panel right here. All the measurements for the cards and links to supplies, everything like that is on my blog post for today. I also sent everything out to my email newsletter subscribers earlier this week. I will have another email going out about the, nope, that's the wrong way. I want the arrows pointing to the right. Okay, I'll have another email going out this week too about the In Color Club that I'm got opening up this afternoon. I'll send that out, and I'll also send a link to the PDF. Um, there aren't step-by-step instructions, but it does have all the measurements, okay? So you'll have all those. So right now we are just getting the card base together, and then we'll start decorating. We'll stamp and we'll color in just a minute. I want to put my glue on the flap because I'm going to line the pretty in pink piece of cardstock up with this, the white piece of cardstock, so that when it's closed, it's covered up and it's all lined up together. And I just added my glue, just like so, to that little flap, so that it would just like that. All right. And now I'm going to use, this is the opposite side of the designer series paper we used on the front inside there. I love the little duckies. They're so springy. You could probably even, if you had a Happy Easter sentiment, I know Easter's this weekend, you could use a Happy Easter sentiment with it because it's just springy colors. It's nice and fresh. It's just super cute. Okay, I did it again. Before you glue this down, you want to wrap your, I'll fix it. We won't wrap the bow. We'll put it, I'm just going to tie a bow and put it on the front. How does that sound? I'm going to fix it. But I should have put this panel together, tied my bow, wrapped my bow around, and then put everything together. Yeah, it is annoying for those phone calls, right, Shauna? Okay, so, okay. But did you see how I did on this card? I wrapped the ribbon around the panel and then glued the panel down. We'll fix it. It's going to be fine. It'll be fine. You know what I'll do? I have a little strip of, so that it looks like the ribbon, I will do this. I have a strip of, I'm going to find a strip of the pink. Looky there. I'm going to use, I will cut 1/2 inch strip of designer series paper, and I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. And I'm going to layer it right in the middle here so that it looks like the ribbon panel. See? We don't plan, we improvise around here. I am tired. I have been working on my color club stuff. I felt really good. I got all caught up this week. I got my blog post done, my social media post. I just really feel like I am ahead for once instead of feeling like I'm always behind, you know? Oh, I covered up his little head. I didn't want to do that. Let's move this up here, just like this. Okay, now I'm probably going to have to cut a circle because I don't think I have a little baby circle. Actually, I bet you I do. I used, see, I keep all my extra circles too in here. Nope, I need this 1/3 to the smallest circle. I believe that's the size. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna step off camera here for just a second. I'm gonna die cut this circle so we can get that done. So give me just a minute because I already have my die cutting machine set up over here off to the side. I wish I had a little helper to stand over here and do some of this stuff for me when I forget. Okay. All right. Circle. Put this back in the container so that I don't lose it. Now I'm going to grab my early espresso ink pad and we are going to stamp Hello Friend. Let me clean it. We used it before, so I need to clean my stamp. I'm going to reach over here to the side and use my chamois, clean it off real good, get that peacock ink off of there. And now we're going to just ink it up here. And I'm going to stamp my Hello Friend. Hello Friend. Right there in the center. I have a friend of mine that's how she used to greet everybody. Hello friends. So cute. All right, so I have this. Oh, and I'm missing the little, oh no, we're gonna make that. We're gonna make that. All right, I'm gonna put this here with some dimensionals. Use 2 little dimensionals. How are we doing on time? Oh, it's only been 1 hour and 5 minutes. Okay, so I am going to also, we're going to do this on the inside. I have a little duck. I know I have him already stamped. I have the little duck already stamped, so we'll color him real quick and then we'll stamp and color the other little ducks. See, they're directional, one's to the left and one's to the left and one's to the right. So we'll color both of those super quick. And then we will finish off our card. We'll stamp our little banner. I think that is about the same width. So I'm going to set that aside and grab, that says happy birthday. Okay, so I'm going to grab my early espresso ink again. And whew, I got stuff everywhere. Can't work like this. All right, so we're going to grab our early espresso ink one more time. Open that up. It sounds terrible, doesn't that pop? We're going to ink this up with early espresso. And I am going to stamp this right in the center there. Beautiful. All right. Close up your ink pads. Why do we close up our ink pads? So we don't get ink everywhere. I've done it 100 times. I feel like I have ink all over my fingers right now. Okay, I'm going to trim this down just a little bit on the edge to probably about 3.5 inches. Looks good. Then I'm going to grab, you know what, instead of doing the little tab, I think I'm going to use the little ticket punch again. I'm really enjoying this little punch here. One side, and then we'll do the other side. So this is I think it's called the Happy Label Pick-a-Punch, and you can do either a ticket punch side or a little scalloped edge side. go. Dimensionals on the back of our label. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to add this. I want it to peek out of the card. So I want it to be right about here, so that the edge just peeks out right there. And then we'll put our little duck up here at the top. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the other little duck. And I don't think let's see, I stamped this one. So I need to, hey Penny, my little puppy, she's coming in here. I'm going to use this scrap and I'm going to stamp this one right about here, and then we'll color both of those. I'm using my Memento ink. Memento ink is you use it with your Stampin' Right marker. So not Stampin' Right, with your alcohol blend marker, your Stampin' blends, which are alcohol markers. Geez, got to get that out of there, right? They're alcohol markers, and this ink does not bleed when you color with your markers. Okay, so I'm going to set these off to the side here. I'm going to grab my markers and I'm going to color our little ducks. I'm going to use some gray, gray granite, pretty in pink, peach pie, balmy blue, and granny apple green. So I'm going to start with let's start with peach pie. So I'm going to do the dark peach pie. I want to do dark peach pie on his feet, on the duck's feet here. We're going to go ahead and color these. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of shading with the peach pie to the chest area here and here. I'm going to use my light peach pie to blend the section in, and we're just going to blend a little bit right in here. Okay. I'm going to use my Pretty in Pink. This is light Pretty in Pink. I'm going to go ahead and shade in the bill, both their bills. I'm going to add a few little, this one I'm going to add pink here. We're going to add some peach pie to this one in the back here. Okay. And we're going to do some blue here. We're going to do just some blue there. Then I'm going to add a little bit of granny apple green right in here underneath the tail feathers, right in there. Okay. We're going to do some granny apple green on the duck's head. I'm going to grab my dark real quick and I'm going to add some shading right in here. Right in here. Then I'm going to blend that together. To about right here. I'm going to grab my gray, the light gray granite, and then I'm just going to blend in on our cute little duck here. Add some shading right underneath and back here on his tail feathers, right above his belly. Okay, so that cute little guy's done. I'm going to do this little guy. We're going to do some dark on his head right in here. Just like so. I'm going to grab my light and just blend that color. I'm going to do a little bit of shading in the green right above his feathers. Then we're going to take some blue, shade that in, add some pink, here, a little bit of pink there. We're going to add some blue right in here underneath, and then a little bit of the peach pie to blend in that with the blue. Okay, now I'm going to grab my dark and I'm going to add some shading right in here, right at his belly, his legs. I'm going to do some shading right there. And then we're going to shade in right here. All right, I need to grab my gray and just fix his little, what do you call it? Is it a collar? All right. Now, I'm going to grab, those are not there. I need my two ducks. So I'm going to grab my two little duck dies here and here. And I'm going to put them right here. And I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to use some Post-it note tape to hold it down. And then I'm going to take it over to my cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to cut them out in a flash. Well, okay, I line that one up, hold that in place, hold that one in place, and I'll be right back. 2 seconds. But don't count, because it's probably going to take me more like 5 seconds. All right. And there we have our cute little die cut duckies. Yay. Okay, put that there, and I can dispose of this. And now we are going to finish off our card. I'm going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals. I think I can use the big ones. I'm going to use the big ones right in the middle. And then I'm going to use the little ones, the mini dimensionals. We'll put one right here on the feet, on the tail, feet, tail, and then on each of their heads. Okay. I'm going to place the one facing to the right this way. I'm going to put this one on the inside. Kenny, come on, you can get in here. Hold on, I'm going to go open my door real quick to let the dog in. Put one of them right there. Come on. Come on. I'm almost done. So we have this one here, and then this other one is going to go on the flap here on the inside, on the first inside flap. Here, her little feetsies. All right, then we're going to put this one right here. I'm going to grab my little embellishments, and I'm going to use a pink shimmer gem. I think these might be retiring too. I'm not sure. Right, put those there, and then I'm going to use a few of them here on the outside. One here. One here, and one here. Then I'm going to tie my bow. We'll add our bow. I'm going to use some ribbon. We will tie our little bow. I don't have, I go live on Mondays at 10. We do coffee and a card. So if you want to join me on Monday, grab your coffee, favorite drink, come make a card with me. We make one card during coffee and a card. What I do is I choose a product for the week. I don't know what next week's product is. So it's usually a stamp set, a bundle. It might be a stamp set and a punch. I'm getting an order. My order is coming in on Friday, and it's got some new stuff in it. So I'll have some new things to show you. But I will choose a stamp set or bundle, and we will create a card. And I base my weekly card class kit on that bundle. So we'll make a card on Monday and then come back on Thursday at 2 o'clock. Meet me back here Thursday at 2 o'clock, and we will create 3 more projects. So if you place a $50 order from my online store, during that week that I'm featuring the products. So like this week, if you ordered before Sunday, you would get the kits to make these 3 projects. Of course, you would need to have the bundle that we use to create the projects, or you can use what you already have. You know, if you have something similar, or if you already own this set, you can use, use what you have. We'll add our bow right there. And there's our card right here. It's a little bit different. This one, I put the ribbon all the way around, and here I forgot to put the ribbon, so I used designer series paper and just added a bow, which is a great way to, fix your, correct your mistake. The original card is a banner, so it's got the banner on each end, and this one I used the punch instead. And then on the inside, it's pretty much the same. So just improvise, make your card your own. But like I said, I go live twice a week. Mondays at 10 a.m. We create 1 card. Thursdays at 2 o'clock. We create 3 projects using the featured bundle for the week, the featured product for the week. If you purchase during that week, so if you purchase before Sunday, so Sunday the 20th, you'll get the card kits. I'll send the card kits to you free as a thank you for your purchase. For these projects, and that's the same every week. So, and I update my Class to Go page on my my Class to Go page on my blog every Sunday with the new products for the following week. So it'll tell you, and then I also send everything out in my email newsletter list. So if you want to know about things beforehand, sign up for my email newsletter list. I would love to have you in my newsletter community. But I'm glad that you were here today. And like I said, I would like to, if you could help me reach 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate that. All it takes is you go visit my YouTube channel and you click subscribe on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is, you can search, if you go to youtube.com, you can search at Stamped in Ink, and my name should come up, and then you just click the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it if you could help me reach 100 subscribers. These were our cards for this week. This is the card kit for this week that you will receive. If you place a $50 order in my online store, there should be links for all of this in the description of the video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a subscriber if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I appreciate your support. Your support, and thank you for allowing me to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We will see you again on Monday at 10 a.m. I hope that you can be here to join me. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter. Be safe and enjoy time with your family, grandkids if you have them, nieces and nephews in my case, friends of family. However you choose to spend your holiday, please enjoy it and be safe. Thank you so much. We will see you on Monday at 10 a.m. Okay, bye-bye.